Danske Bank is a Nordic bank that has helped businesses and customers to realize their goals for 145 years. Our ambition is to provide the best possible customer experience. To ensure this, our digital solutions and especially our mobile bank is at core. When we started to receive customer feedback that our mobile bank was not meeting the expectation and the needs of our customers, something needed to be done. Based on several customer feedbacks and several customer interviews, we started to get an idea of what are the pains and the needs of our customers. Based on this, we formed our hypothesis how we could actually improve the usability, the findability and accessibility of our mobile bank and meet the set ambitions.
So in addition to what already have been mentioned, I want to add a few things. So to be able to respond to our customer needs, we have put in some observability, some metrics so we can measure unhealthy microservices. At the same time, we have improved our engineering processes. So, for example, test automation, both on the API and the UI, are an embedded part of our deliveries. And then, of course, it's natural for us to read and understand what is coming to the App Store and to Google Play to be able to capture that and be able to put that on our roadmap, what makes sense for us.
We saw a lot of frustrated customers expressing their experiences with the app. This was seen in App Store ratings, but also in our customer interviews. Initially, this seemed like a horrible place to be, but we appreciated the customers that took their time to actually describe their experiences with great detail. We learned that our customers were struggling to find relevant information. They generally found the navigation very complex and unintuitive. Simply speaking, they couldn't find what they were looking for. So we gathered designers and engineers and we created a team. We started to look into all this information we have gathered and collected. We tried to process all this information, and at the end we tried to test all the ideas and concepts as early as possible in this stage to figure out what the right way for us was. What we did was basically dividing our functionality and content into multiple buckets using the top bar. And this way we were able to kind of flatten the structure of the navigation. At the same time, we also made delightful gestures to move between these buckets. And this way we were able to give a sensation of lightness to the app. So the whole experience actually got a whole lot simpler and easier to use. The navigation was more intuitive and more easy to navigate for the customers. So besides looking into findability, we also looked into a lot of other things, stuff like accessibility on bigger screen devices, such as iPad. We also looked into performance metrics, such as animations, FPS and load times in the app in general. So as a result, we ended up dividing the content into smaller pieces. We now use the bottom bar to access frequently used corners of the app. So by moving all the entry points for our functionality and content into smaller buckets in the top bar, we are now able to free up the front page for more frequently accessed information such as accounts. Oftentimes we find our customers just want to see their accounts and balance, so we made that really easy. And most of the other parts of daily banking is now easily accessible with just a few swipes. The customers' feedback have been very positive lately. Like, we see the customers are able to find all the new stuff, they discover a lot of new functionality, and in the end they are able to find what they are looking for, and that's the most important part. I think we succeeded with the goals, yes. We really managed to nail the biggest problem of our app, basically findability and usability.
So this account aggregation initiative actually started some years back, where focus very much was on PSD2 and the compliance perspective regards to PSD2. But also what we wanted to do was to look into the opportunities of PSD2. We talked to customers and our research showed that between 30 and 40% of our Nordic customers had accounts in other banks besides the accounts in Danske Bank. And we also heard from the customers that it was quite cumbersome for them to get an overview across several banks. So in collaboration with Nordic API Gateway, we did a partnership and we launched the feature where customers could see their accounts across all the banks that they do business with. It's a quite simple solution where we aggregated accounts and then they can see them together with their accounts in Danske Bank. This solution was launched 2 years back and the aim of that was to provide one place for the customers to get this overview. The natural next step in this would be also to be able to initiate payments. So here in 2020, we launched the solution where they also could transfer their money directly from the other banks while being into the Danske Bank mobile bank app. To date, it's possible to aggregate accounts for more than 200 Nordic banks. More than 43,000 of our customers have aggregated 80,000 accounts in the solution. The number of customers using the solution has doubled in the last 6 months, and the numbers continue to grow. The solution has received very positive feedback from customers and consumer councils across the Nordics. We've seen a big trend that customers goes from owning a service to just subscribing for it. The number of subscriptions that customer has increased significantly over the last couple of years. With that, the customer loses the overview of who they pay to and how much they actually pay. We created Subscription Manager in collaboration with Mina Technologies, giving customers a full overview of their subscriptions and the possibility to easily cancel and improve subscription. The solution is integrated into the mobile bank, and with a few taps they get the overview and the possibility to cancel. Both data and feedback from customers confirms that the Subscription Manager helps customers feel in control, and it's much easier now for them to get an overview of their subscriptions. So far, 50,000 customers have signed up to the solution, and we get approximately 5,000 customers each month. In cancellations, customers have saved more than 6.5 million Danish kroner.
We can proudly say that all these efforts have now paid off. We have increased our customer satisfaction from below 2 to average of 4.4 across the different markets. The outcome is more simple, easier to use, and intuitive mobile bank. Comments from the customers like, "It's easy to use, it's easy to navigate, thank you Danske Bank," shows that we have actually succeeded within our mission. In addition to this improved customer satisfaction, we have also succeeded in turning some of the regulatory demands into business enablers.
When I look back at the project, I think there are two main reasons for what we have achieved here have been success. One is the partnership, and the other part is understanding our customer needs, or the UX part of it. So especially looking at the partnership, engaging with solid vendors that are the experts in this field are more and better for us rather than trying to build it ourselves. It is more efficient, and they are the experts, and by that our customer will also get a better solution. Looking at the customer needs, their demands are just increasing and increasing, and by giving them these kind of opportunities, it has really lifted our mobile bank in general. That's also why we today can see an average of above 4 stars in both Apple Store and Google Play if we look across all our markets.